Hey everyone, and welcome to a bit of a different review. For anyone who doesn't know, as a Brit, there is a science fiction institution in the UK, Doctor Who. We'll bring that a little bit closer. You can see that wonderful Doctor Who logo just there. This show is an absolute institution. It's such a part of British culture, you can see on the side just there as well, that I had to pick up this new product from Character Options, which is absolutely incredible. So without any further ado, I'm going to slide these out and give you a look at something different that we'll be reviewing today. These are the Doctor Who Season 1 15th Doctor Vortex Edition action figures. So we have got here Ncuti Gatwa as the 15th Doctor, and we have got Millie Gibson as Ruby Sunday. And as you take a look at these figures in their packaging, you can see that these look really fantastic. There is so much detail packed into these figures. These are a new evolution on the Doctor Who collectible line. They are sort of more articulated, more detailed. They have more accessories than ever before. And I am incredibly excited to have these in hand. So, taking a look in the box, you can see the 15th Doctor comes with the psychic paper, the sonic screwdriver, and the landmine that he stands on in the episode Boom. And Ruby Sunday comes with her mobile phone and her shoulder bag. So these are phenomenal figures. Character have done an incredible job, and I really wanted to feature them here on the channel. So let's take a closer look. Okay, so here we have got the 15th Doctor and Ruby Sunday out of the packaging, and I am blown away by how incredible these figures are. I haven't really played with them much yet, just because I wanted to share that first experience with you guys, but if I bring this Doctor figure closer and we adjust our camera focus, you see, just look at that head sculpt. I'm just going to bring a little bit more brightness in here. There we go. Look at that head sculpt. The likeness compared to Ncuti Gatwa is absolutely incredible. And then the amount of detail on the shirt. You've got all the necklaces around the sort of Doctor's chest area. You've got the lines running down the shirt. But what really is the star here is this jacket. And I couldn't really tell in the photos. I mean, there's some fantastic reviews out there. Batman March did a very, very great review that gave a really good sort of idea of this character. But even from those reviews, it was hard to tell just how detailed the Doctor's jacket is. I'm struggling with the focus a little bit here, guys, just because I'm using a macro lens for this. But you can see there, with that focus set, there is just so much detail and so much dry brushing in this coat, like up around the buttons and the lapels, as we look just there. There is so much detail and texture packed into this. So many folds to make this feel really dynamic. You can see Ncuti's Gallifreyan rings. Even the buckle of the coat just there being painted. Again, the sort of dry brushing on the back of the coat to just make it feel like the weathered leather material that it is in the show is phenomenal. And then you can see we have the bright blue boots, or the bright blue, can't even get my words out, the bright blue trousers that contrast. And then those fantastic sneakers that have got an absolutely incredible amount of detail packed into them. Like the detail in this figure, when you compare it to some of the earlier releases in the Doctor Who line, it's absolutely incredible. Now, the cool thing with these is they are a new sort of standard for Character Options figures as well. So the heads are now on ball joints, so you can get it up, you can get some really cool poses. You can get him to be looking a little bit more whimsical. I can't get over that looking down the macro camera lens. That looks insane. You've got ball jointed shoulders here, so they can come up to about 90. You've only got a joint at the elbow now, so there's no bicep swivel, but you can swivel at the elbow as well, so that works well. You've got a actual ball joint at the wrist. Wow, I didn't realise that. Is that... I think it might be a swivel, but there's a bit more give in this one actually. Yeah, I'm going to say it's a swivel, but it could potentially be a ball joint. You can see just here, if our camera chooses to focus, if we move Ruby out the way, can see just here that sort of swivel ball joint. We've got a swivel at the waist, which works well. The legs can come up about that far. It's a good range of motion there. A big thing here, you've got the bicep swivel as usual, but you have the knee joints just there, and they are hidden knee joints now, so they look so much smoother than on previous Doctor Who figures. And then the ankle articulation, which we've never seen before on a ball joint, so you can get so many more dynamic poses with this figure than you ever could before, and it is really, really cool. And bringing him back in, I do just want to show off the sonic screwdriver that he comes with. We'll put it in the open hand so you can get a good look at it. But the sonic is just insane. Like, insane in a good way. There's so much paint on it. So, there we go. That will give you a good look. You can see just the level of paint on that sonic screwdriver is absolutely incredible. And it's the same on the other side. If I twist it over in his hand and give you a look at the other side. Oh. Still not sure how I feel about the shape of this sonic screwdriver, but we will just push it in there ever so slightly. Oh, can I get it in? There we go, that will do. So again, just looking there, the amount of paintwork and detail on that for such a small accessory is incredible. And like with many of the Doctors beforehand, he does come with a nice sonic screwdriver gripping hand that really nicely is able to hold that sonic, point it down the lens of the camera, and look really great while doing it. So that is awesome. We also get a sonic paper accessory, or not a sonic paper accessory, a psychic paper accessory. Something which I think we've wanted to see for years, but have never received. And you can see that just there. It's got the little dividing line across it. It's got some nice paint for the white pad there. And some decent texture on it as well. You know, it doesn't need a lot, but it does the job. He has just dropped the sonic, so I've not posed it very well, so we will move that out the way. And then we get this little mine from Boom. And that is awesome. You've got the legal information on the underside, the blue lights, just everything there is very cool. So overall, this 15th Doctor figure is absolutely fantastic. We're going to slide him to the side, and we're going to bring Ruby Sunday in. So Ruby comes in a slightly different aesthetic. Quite obviously, she hasn't got as much articulation, but she is still using the new body. The main thing that sort of restricts her is the skirt that she's wearing. So bringing that figure closer to the camera and just letting it focus, you can see again that likeness to Millie Gibson is insane. You've got the ball jointed head again, so you can kind of get her looking up, you can get her looking down. It's just really, really cool. And she comes in this sort of leather jacket that's got the fluffed cuff to it, and you can see all the details on there. The paintwork looks really good. The buckle just there is painted. You've got a really nice even checkered pattern on the skirt. Looks really good. You've got ball jointed arms. The same new ball jointed hands. You've got fingers that actually have got nail varnish on them. Just get that in focus. You can see just there, near enough. Not quite wanting to focus, but you do have the nail varnish on both fingers. You then have her wearing her tights, and you've got the big, almost combat type boots that she wears in the show. Just swivels at the boots, but that's understandable. And the legs, there is some play in them, but again, you don't want to get them too high up because of that score. You don't want to damage that. But overall, the Millie Gibson, I was going to say, the Ruby Sunday figure really looks cool as well. Looks really, really good. You can see even detail for the cuffs on the back of her jacket. All looking really fantastic. So really, really cool stuff here. And the Ruby Sunday figure does come with 2 accessories as well. So the general release doesn't come with any, but the Vortex edition comes with her mobile phone, which we will get in focus for you just here. Come on, camera. There we go. And you can see her phone has got on the back of it the little camera as well, which is quite an important accessory when you consider its importance in 73 yards. So cool to get the phone, and we do also get a shoulder bag that can be put on over Ruby. Actually fits over her really nicely, as you can see just there if we get that in focus. Really nice golds and brown textures on that bag. Looks really, really great. So overall, guys, these are a pair of phenomenal Doctor Who figures. I think some of the best they have ever done. The amount of detail here is incredible, the accessories work really, really well, and I just think there's so much to love with these figures. This really is a new era for character options, and I for one am here for it. I cannot wait to see what they release next. That's it for this review. Something different for the Tom Jurassic channel, but I am a big fan of Doctor Who, so let me know what you thought. Make sure to like, favourite and subscribe, and until the next time, whenever it may be, take care and have a good one.